We birthed in the streets, came up from problems and slums. We hustle and eat, hustle our bodies for crumbs. We birthed in the streets, came up from problems and slums. Where we hustle and eat, hustle our bodies for crumbs. This where we from, and it's all that we know. It's all that we know, this is all that we know. It's all that we know, it's all that we know, this is all that we know. And this where we from, so yeah, this is where we from. And it's all that we know, it's all that we know, this is all that we know. We came out the streets, came up from flames, came out the beast, came up from pain, came up from cops, came up from Cain, came up from judges that's playing their games, came out the plots, came up from plots, came up from all of us playing our lanes, came up from crackers that's focused on killing our leaders and stopping our queens and our kings. All the days in that concrete, how did we ever get past? Short change, red line, see, so you may hustle for cash. Yeah, we did struggle to have, yeah, we did struggle to mass, but we knew troubles could last, plus we get muscle and math. Remember them days in the dark, hustling, not grinding that smart. Remember them days and them times, family was stuck on the move, family was stuck on the lines. So we push all our times up, push the case till all our files shut, push the feet till all our mouths touch, push the street cause all we got is us, yeah. We birthed in the streets, came up from problems and slums. We hustle and eat, hustle our bodies for crumbs. We birthed in the streets, came up from problems and slums. Where we hustle and eat, hustle our bodies for crumbs. This where we from, and it's all that we know. It's all that we know, this is all that we know. It's all that we know, it's all that we know, this is all that we know. And this where we from, so yeah, this is where we from. And it's all that we know, it's all that we know, this is all that we know. Nights when the food was grinding, focus on food, had to find rent. Trapping and cruise, putting time in. Move or you lose or you're dying. Life for the fools and the blind men. Cops in the rules and they finding. Hung by a noose of they lying. Play like a fool by these tyrants. It's all that we know. Remember the pain that we put in for dough. Remember the nights that we slept on the floor. Remember the schools with their hand in our clothes. Remember the grits with the roaches and mold. Remember the nights with the food on the stove. Remember your skin with no third wasn't cold. Remember the programs that open and close. It's all that we know. The life in the hood. Yes, it's the life in the street. The garrison cold. Life by the curb. Life in the beefs. It's life in the cold. Yeah, the life in your feet. The garrison cold. Life by the curb. Life in the beefs. We birthed in the streets, came up from problems and slums. We hustle and eat, hustle our bodies for crumbs. We birthed in the streets, came up from problems and slums. Where we hustle and eat, hustle our bodies for crumbs. This where we from, and it's all that we know. It's all that we know, this is all that we know. It's all that we know, it's all that we know, this is all that we know. And this where we from, so yeah, this is where we from. And it's all that we know, it's all that we know, this is all that we know. Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start the fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber by any son. Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start the fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber by any son. I look you straight in your face and call out your nonsense. I give you fight in your face and call out the palm print. Black is my race and the only thing I'm acknowledging. Survived so many days as a slave, so now I'm not following none of your rules or your talking points or your politics. Once was a fool for your coin, but now we counterfeit. Survival of the fittest, it's a black power apocalypse. Black man, no cape in his hand, I'm always popping shit. Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start the fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber by any son. Black mask, I don't need one. They tried to push me back cause I don't need them. When them shots start the fire, you gon' need one. Malcolm in the chamber by any son.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is good, Black family? Black power to you, to you, to you. Shout out my Pan-Africans, my RBGs, you feel me? Shout out all my RBG heads, black nationalists, black folks that just want to see black folks level up, FBAs, Israelites, whatever the hell you are, wherever the hell you are. Black power to you. Black power to you. Black power to you. So yes, man. This stream is sponsored by Donald Trump himself. Yes, 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 y'all. Now, not gonna lie, I meant to call Psycho for this one. Um, so I'll be honest, right? Africa Bambaataa, well, if you don't know, Africa Bambaataa has passed away, you know, and he is definitely one of the founders of hip hop. And for me myself, I'm not as old as some of the older heads that come around that have been around hip hop longer than me. But he definitely was, influential in my earlier years. Um, Seeing the black empowerment vibe, seeing black being pushed, the cultural element in hip hop, that was monumental. I'm not gonna lie, with Chuck D, seeing him with that, when my pops used to talk, those were like some of my pioneering years of like developing my blackness. You know what I mean? Like I always talk about seeing Israelites on the streets with, them, saying calling white man the devil and stuff like that. These things were monumental for me. Like I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Seeing some of the like my pops listening to these artists, and seeing the way he viewed the world through the music and how he understood it, and then seeing the way people around me understood it, and my cousins, it was just like, all right, I was young, so I wasn't in the streets in '83 and '84. You know what I mean? Like '86 and '87 is when I started. Like I was born in '81. You know what I mean? So I didn't start understanding anything until about '88. The world started becoming like a world. You know what I'm saying? Like you 5 years old, whatever. But around '89, it started to, coalesce. And so early images of certain artists, Zulu Nation, mm, their influence on hip hop in the underground, even after like hip hop blew up. Um, these things were like, for me, I'm just be real, it was monumental. Now, fast forward to about 2000, I don't know, maybe 8, 9, 12, some years around then, my studio in Crown Heights. Um, and there was this dude that used to work with artists. I forgot which studio it was I had. I had studios in like 4 locations. It was a long time ago. Damn, I'm old now. But one of the dudes was one of them old school kind of gay dudes where like they're not flamboyant, they're gay, you can tell they're gay, but they're not like throwing it, in their face and stuff like that. Not like this new era where dudes walking around the street like I don't know what the hell it is. And he told me that he grew up, he was way older. And he was like, yo, I was a lieutenant or something like that with Africa Bambaataa and Zulu Nation. And that always stuck out to me. It's like, wow, how could yo clearly LGBTQ? And then he called him in front of me one day. And I was like, wow. And he answered and they had a whole convo. And that just always stuck out to me. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, yeah. He's like a lieutenant or something like here, like chief or she had yeah, he called him right in front of me. Like it was like I was like, wow. I mean, he used to manage artists and different artists that came in the studio and I was like, all right, okay. That just stuck out to me. But then fast forward to when Hassan Campbell tells the world that he was molested by this man. I was like, oh, I believe it. You know, I was gonna be honest with you. The gay call, the gay dude, I was like, I believe it. Then my peoples in the Bronx, this Facebook days, about the years I'm getting confused, but one of my people, a couple of my people in the Bronx, but two of them I really rock with. Um, and he was like, yeah, everybody in the Bronx on that side know. Like everybody over there know that. There's a whole bunch of them that was, you know, what I mean, doing that. And I was like, what? Huh? That was that was devastating for me. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I hear Chaz and some people from the Midwest and the West Coast, you know, their connection to these early periods and the cultural influence that it had. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how they understand it. For us New Yorkers, it's a little different. Like these things was like huge. Us New Yorkers, like huge. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, like you right in the proximity of this conversation, right in the region, the tri-state region. Yeah, it's like, huh? I know for many people that Hassan Campbell story was crazy. Yeah, I'm just be real. Like I know for a lot of people hearing that Hassan Campbell story, it's just thinking about hip hop. Like, damn, son. Then you added Diddy. It's like, oh my goodness, what the hell happened to the baby hip hop, man? It's oh, now this also connects to Pan Africanism because before this situation, I was gonna put up there, like I said, Chuck D, but um, damn, my brain is fried. What's homeboy name with the clock again? Yeah, boy, what the hell is his name, son? I can't. Y'all know what I'm talking about in the chat. Um, he never made sense to me. Like he was always a fiend, and it was just confusing. The fiend next to Chuck D, the Black Power and the fiend, the clock thing. Like I'm just being as a kid, it was like I didn't really understand his character. It kind of took away from this seriousness of what's going on. And then when he did then of all people that get a whole love series after him, Flavor, Flavor Flav, yeah, exactly. Get a whole series, Flavor, like that was like wow. Now I'll be honest with y'all. My understanding of Pan Africanism is I want to say is I understand it now differently because there's many people who are like I heard Psycho say like not to say like but cultural Pan Africans, people who grew up in the movement. I didn't grow up in the movement. Like my understanding of Pan African is purely like historical and its connection to the idea and the ideology. There's nothing community based. I didn't get my first dashiki to maybe like 2013 or something like that. 12. To be real with you, you know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't, you know what I mean? Like I never not knew my peoples came from Africa. You know, black people come from Africa, slavery happened, but it wasn't like that was the primary conversation. So hearing how the conversation has been presented to the world unbiasedly, it's like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? And I didn't understand when I got on YouTube how a lot of people were connecting Pan African with like I understand W.E.B. Du Bois, right? But the connection to the Boule in Pan Africanism, right? Like that's it's like promoted as like an underground, like underknown, like a secret society of Boule. And in many ways, it has developed into some kind of thing like that where white people understand if they put on a dashiki, where they understood throwing a dashiki. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw some drums around. I'm in the club. You know what I mean? You go to an event, the misappropriation is off the roof. You got somebody wearing a dashiki from Ghana, beads from Senegal, slippers from, South Africa. It's just all over the place, all over the place. And it's like, what the hell is going on? And so just being real about what's going on. I'm not gonna try to lie. You know what I mean? Like, this is the reality. Before we even get into current times, before we get into like what's actually going on today, like this is being just here. Like, wow, this is the presentation. Roland Martin. Like, I couldn't imagine if my introduction to Pan Africanism was through Roland Martin. Seeing him on Fox News talk about black people, then seeing him dance and shuck and jive with Hillary Clinton, literally chucking and eating chicken. You couldn't, I couldn't imagine that. That's just horrible. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't imagine if your introduction, and again, my introduction in many ways was partially through the visualization presented in hip hop and in Brooklyn. That connection and visualization helped me rationalize my understanding of the world. Hold on.
Like when you try to screw it, it doesn't come out.
You couldn't get the screw up? Hold on. And move this way and see if we can push the screw from this side. So just being real. There's been a lot of nonsense, BS, effery, and just the presentation. Like, just understand, like, I can't tell my kids about how I understood hip hop through the world and with Pan African influence, and the person who's that person is a pedo, an accused pedo. Like, that is crazy. Like, no, I don't let them hear the songs. Homeboy is a pedo. Pedo. Pedophile, B. And it's like, come on now. Are we seriously? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a dagger. Like, I just gotta be real with you. That hurt Pan African for me. So it's like, how do we get over these grifting, lying, pedos? Like, white folks dead know they can cosplay Pan Africanism. It's really sad. And this is before we get into the nuts and grains about Pan Africanism. And that's before we get there. We still dealing with this part of the conflict. And a lot of 80s babies' memories is hurting. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up listening to that music, like, damn, son, homeboy is a pedo. I ain't want to talk about it. I'm sorry. Like I didn't mess with Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? And when he was alive, I had some words. But when he died, I ain't had nothing to say about that. It's like he dead. Respect the dead. But when you a pedo, man, niggas piss on your grave, bro. Straight like that, D. Like there's no love for pedos in death or in life. And it hurts me to say that. But I don't know how y'all gonna tell yourselves, but African Bambaataa was a staple in early Pan-Africanism influence in hip hop. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Like if I'm lying in the chat, tell me I'm lying in the chat. African Bambaataa was not major in the influence of Pan-Africanism in hip hop. If I'm lying, let me know, y'all. Let me know. And it's like, if your introduction to Pan-Africanism was Umar Johnson in this era, yo, that's horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna be an abo. I'm becoming an abo. You know, I'm becoming an abo. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? If I see Roland, I'm on my FBA stuff. You go online, if you don't know the history of apartheid, or not even apartheid, imperialism rather, and colonialism, you're not gonna understand the geopolitical perspective or have a geopolitical perspective of the realities black people have been facing. And most people don't know a damn thing about imperialism. Oh, damn. My bad, y'all hit the mute button. And this screw was really stuck in. I think I got it now. So feel sorry for these people who like myself, have developed their understanding of Pan-Africanism through certain inspirations, musical or social media or through media, in some way. Let's summarize it as media. For me, there was a lot of scholastic development in terms of how I understand Pan-Africanism. So the social component of like social media and music, that was only some part of it, like early childhood parts. My rationalization understanding of Pan-Africanism was really developed collegiately, and of course with my pops. So the social media component, it has nothing to do with it. But I do understand and empathize with those who do have the social media component, or those who are angry with the aspects of the social media component and what they see. Because it doesn't look like stuff is going on. You got doctors wasting time lying, chasing females. You got FBI agents or CIA agents cosplaying Pan-Africanism. You know what I'm saying? Grifting off of other people's movements. Like, you can't make this stuff up. And so it's like, that's why I don't get upset with FBA. I don't like, and I learned not to involve myself anymore in defending the movement, unless it's like on a Friday or we just having fun. You know what I'm saying? But reality is like, I'm here for the community and the people. And that in of itself is Pan-Africanism. That's Black power, Black nationalism. All the other part of the conversation is a waste to me. Straight like that. Complete waste. Don't make no sense to me. Like I ain't doing the cultural, like what Tariq say, the cultural game banging. Who got more dashikis? You know what I'm saying? Like that is hilarious. Like I couldn't imagine like me finishing school. The only reason I'm back in school is to further the institute and what I'm doing in the nonprofit. Like outside of that, like if it ain't business oriented, the hell I look like going back to school for. You got a lot of people on this nine that front like they doing stuff and ain't doing a damn thing. But they super doctors, super this. You know I'm a super hater, so I'm really the first to tell you. I'm a hater. I don't mess with these weirdos. So it came out. Oh, fine. We got it. All right, cool. My bad, y'all. We trying to get this plate for the base of the robot that we working on to rotate. What the hell? Oh, that's better than what it was. Oh, no, that sounds crazy. Where's that scraping coming? Yeah, something. You can see that one's still crooked right there. This one. This one, right? Great stuff. That's what it's stuck right there. Right there. Take that one out and set that one. You said FDA isn't a movement. You said FBA isn't a movement, it's a lineage. I would say it's a movement of people who choose to identify themselves through that terminology. You know what I mean? People are taking it on. Like, not everybody who's the foundation would be considered a foundational Black American chooses to call themselves that. So the people who do choose to call themselves that are a part of the movement of that relabeling of Black history, of Black lineage. Like, come on, don't be so petty. Like, I know y'all used to people articulating it that way when you're ready to jump out the window. I get it. I get it. No problem. That's all I was using, you guys. It's no insult. You know what I'm saying? When people choose to take on an ideology or labeling or descriptor, the people who are participating in that in the early onset will be part of the movement that changed the way people describe said thing. It's not a bad thing. Like, come on. Come on. It's not a bad thing. So, like I said, leveling us up forward. You know, but again, it's the petty kind of conversations like that that make it lame. And I purposely didn't put FBA in the conversation today. But I will easily call out, you know, the FBA weird stuff. Like, everybody be doing a lot of weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, whatever. Whatever. But back to the conversation. So yeah, I feel bad for folks whose introduction was through these lenses or through these platforms. Like the ultimate shit show presented by Umar. Ultimate shit show.
My bad for not recognizing the person in the middle.
Yo, there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know this was a graphic. You just made this today?
Oh, you ain't seen it in the chat? Yeah, we made it in the chat.
Yeah, so that's Roland over there and Umar. I was like, damn, who's that motherfucker in the middle? I didn't know who that motherfucker was.
Africa Bambatta.
That's how he looked when he was little?
No, that's Hassan Campbell
Oh, in the middle?
next to him. Yeah, that's him looking at him next to him. I tried to type him in, looking at him with lust, and ChatGPT was like,
Oh, yeah, you should have gave him some big eyeballs or put them ugly ass motherfucking uh whatever them glasses is he had on.
Africa Bambaataa, man. We might have to fix it again. That's Africa Bambaataa in the middle, y'all. Well, either whichever low light skin boy you want to make it from the Bronx. Yo, Wall Street. Oh yeah, Wall Street. Damn, see, my bad, Dead. So you and Wall Street gotta have a combo because I dead ass Wall Street. Yeah, so you want co-host? We just gotta figure out the base schedule. I'm not gonna go on the website. I'm not gonna tell my I need a base schedule since I don't know what. Yeah. So yes, Willie, I get my bad, son. But you
Yeah,
from the Bronx.
I told Will this was whatever, yeah. This mostly internet shit. I mean, yeah. I'm never gonna have any type of grift or something that will prevent somebody that you know what I'm saying. You speaking for Wall Street. So if you say, "Hey, Wall Street is," you know what I'm saying, whatever, and this my man's, and I'm not into this, I'm not gonna be up here like, "Oh, this ain't gonna work," and that's no, no. Whatever you want to do, I keep trying to get him to do the financial shit. So yeah,
Son.
you already know about the disrespecting women though. So you know that ain't no room for that. That's the only thing that I probably won't get no weight on. But that's not his character anyway. So I ain't putting that jacket on you, Will. I ain't putting a jacket on him. But I'm just saying, y'all already worked that out. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. If it was up to me or shit, I'd probably program the motherfucker to go 24 hours a day. But it ain't gonna be no way to let nobody up. You gonna disrespect somebody else? I'm just saying. I'm just saying now he know that, hey, you know, I can joke about entertainment, politics, you know what I'm saying? But if I do anything in terms of trying to cuss a woman out or fight with a woman or disrespect a woman, that's one thing Deb is just not there is I mean, whatever friendship we had, we would break the friendship would break up over that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. I mean, at least he know. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know. If he gonna be on some, oh no, he ain't gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna disrespect a woman now. I'm a grown man. I can disrespect a woman if I want to. Well, yeah, he can stand on what he doing, but there is no wavering on my part. I'm just like, nah, I ain't
Nah, but
gonna,
I ain't gonna
yeah.
do that on Willie. I wouldn't
No,
like
that's what
I
I'm
would
saying. I ain't gonna I'll get that clear up front. No, that ain't even his style. Yeah. I already called them out. They already know who they are. Ain't no sense of going down that road. We can get back to I don't know where he was in the combo.
he's paying acting grifting, baby, and what it's done to the community. and why so many people are, moving against it, even if they're not, going into it the FBA wave. Yes, the FBA wave, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that labeling conversation. They just like, man, listen, I ain't mess with that stuff.
Yeah, that internet introduction is kind of tricky because you got some genuine brothers doing genuine things that have social media. Uh, just because I mean that's where we are in 2026. People are on the internet. It's not 1998. It's not. But yeah, most of these characters that you see attached to Pan-Africanism, you should be able to pull something out and say, okay, boom. Now he is on, dealing with school supplies. So every August or every beginning of the school year, he has a book drive. He has a shoe drive. You should be able to do that instead of, well, I don't like what he said this week, and then last month, he did this, and this TV reality show, this soap opera shit. That's crazy shit. Yeah, that only serves the purpose of the people that are already following you. Even if you don't have nothing going on, you could highlight or make an opportunity, for people who do like the network, uh, or build or connect or refer or may have some inside knowledge on educational programs, academic programs, corporate programs. And people live in different areas, so people come across different types of opportunities. So can't shut everything down just because you just want to shut it down. Well, yeah, that's what most of these movements kind of I mean, the Black Panthers literally started from the origins of you know a junior college campus. uh, I think after civil rights, a lot of people were disappointed because the rest of the country did not really, you know, seem to take uh, respecting Black folks serious, and some people didn't have the patience to wait. It's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, it'll probably go all night. I'll wait till late to go into the other stuff.
I mean, it's also it's the accountability conversation, like, and that's why I put Tariq in the title, and I did not mention, this ain't got. I'm the grifting of Pan Africanism, because when I first got in the scene, I was in the hood sector, right? And so just so y'all know, I don't think a lot of y'all know that there's sections within all the Pan African movement, right? I'm more in the RBG movement, right? The RBG movement, like I told people before, that's like the hip hop side. The scholastic side, of course, that's my foundation. But my entry and my movement side, like, is street side. Like Logic, my brother Logic in the chat, he was on the street side of Pan Africanism way before me. I was on my straight to Black Power. You know, I'm with the Black Power. You know, that's been my side. But I wasn't too much into the cultural stuff.
Yeah, they kept all that shit from us in the South. We ain't know nothing about it. I had to go up for the summer to see the shit, and then just go back to Southern Baptist Christian. That was traumatizing. I'm like, damn, they having fun up there. Yeah, America has a hard time dealing with operating on stolen land. I'm gonna have to get over it. Do it stop at 1870? As long as you can make it back to 1870. What's up, Blue? How you know you got FBA lineage? What's the main key? I'm getting off topic. Yeah, all the records that used to come in the mail, they had New York City on it. I was playing that. One thing for sure, wasn't nobody gonna be sitting at the holding up the wall. Nobody gonna be standing around. I don't care who was the damn artist. We didn't want to listen to no more blues and motherfucking R&B.
Yo, Ahmed, I don't know what your point is.
Yeah.
Bambatta was foundational in the creation of hip hop. That's just a fact, bro. Wherever the hell he come from, that's the fact. So you know what I mean? And that's damaging on hip hop. Yeah, everybody worrying about Cool Herc. I give the DJ was one part, man. Like African Bambatta's influence on hip hop is monumental, and yeah.
You saying he not FBA because his name is Africa? That makes him not FBA?
I think his family's Asian or something like that.
Oh.
Asian, Trini, or something like that. One of them, I don't know, one of them places. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about FBA. This is about Pan African and the damage that's been done through the imagery. You know what I mean? In the media platforms by certain people. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't got nothing to do with the FBA. So this is straight Pan African. So like that's a real person there that was influential in the presentation of African and Africanist Africanism in hip hop and connecting black and Africanism very much face value to youth in New York City and in the Northeast. I don't know how it influenced y'all. So that's why I'm not speaking for the people outside of New York. His parents are Jamaican. All right. That's why I said we call truth up, we call psycho up. Cause this is not to say like I don't know. Like listening to Taz and some of y'all how y'all describe how y'all understand hip hop. A lot of our early experiences is really a Northeast perspective. They ain't got nothing. Not to say it don't got nothing to do with it, y'all. I don't know if y'all. I don't know how influential. Some of y'all never even seen the movie Warriors. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know how. I don't understand y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see the Warriors. You know, y'all never see the Last Dragon. You know what I mean? So like that's our world. You know, I don't know how you like. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, everything that you describing went down in the 8th grade. I went through it. The Planet Rock was the first for most in my town. It was the first learning song. Like I want to learn how to skate just based on that record when it was out in the South.
Random nerd stuff. My son just passed. I'm about to bring him to the house. We'll come back. But yeah, you see, we're got to get the choke. There's some friction. We have to. We put a lazy Susie for the base of this for the new rope. So we even that one. We working on the second one. So everything's already working and coded and stuff. Well, the wires are unplugged, but
On there with a button.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we just working on the.
Yeah, put some grease on that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's but there's something off.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They shouldn't have that much. Like, and we take the motor out.
Yeah.
It's reacting to that light change. And
it's probably one small little thing throwing a whole bunch of other stuff off.
Because we only needed to go this left and right. That's all we need. We go full circle. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then we yep. And then back like this. That's all we need, man.
Listen to hip hop, then top 40, and my other choice was blues. Them were my choices before I brought hip hop to my town.
Yeah. Party P. Yo, that shit. So that shit. Just,
yeah. At the beginning, everybody was getting ready to go on the skate floor. Yeah, it was like get ready.
Oh, son, you feel me? Like yeah.
At the time, I mean, shit, wasn't nothing else popping off. Shit, brand new beat. Soon as that song was released, there were 17 other songs that had the same exact beat.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm in full mode. So if you have an issue and you don't want to click the link, I'm gonna cook you. All right. Don't write in my chat unless you're willing to have a conversation because you're scared. I don't believe FBAs are scared of little old Q butter. So if I put the link in the chat, I don't know why you would be scared of it because we're not even discussing y'all. G staff, are you witnessing this? We're not even discussing FBAs. Who are we discussing right now? What is the topic of discussion? Pan-African imagery, and the things that have damaged its own self. Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Why are y'all bringing up these things? You ain't doing nothing for the black community. Nothing for black people in America. Nothing for FBA but writing in the chat. You are a worthless waste of black life. The white man should have vacuumed you. That's what has happened. The white man should have paid to vacuum you. You should have got a free abortion. That should have been provided to your black ass. A free abortion, and you could have been one of the 80 million black people who have been aborted by white people. That's what you should have ended up being. Be very clear. The only purpose you have on YouTube is to nonsense chat in the chat. And if you're a white person, you should have been one of the 150 or whatever 100 million people that should have been aborted. Either way, if you're a white troll, if you're a black one, both of you should have been vacuumed. They chop your head up first, nice and neatly, you know what I'm saying, with a large scissors, and then they vacuum you out. Because how are you this worthless in life at this point? How are we going to answer for the oxygen you're currently using while you're typing on your phone to respond to me? What kept you from being swallowed? I don't understand how you did not end up a stand on the wall, and out of all the things that survived, you made it to this point of life where you're on the internet, typing in this chat. No value in life. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to be very clear. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I am a black American. Straight like that. My statements is product of slavery. Before the FDA those things came up, I used to write that on. Growing up in Brooklyn, everybody having the country they claim. I'm not throwing up America. So you understand my perspective is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, America never threw up black people. They try to throw us out. They try to throw us down. And they ain't throw us up. So the fuck I look like throwing up. So that's why I don't get into the conversation, because I realize many of you throw up America as if it was banging for you. As if it wasn't violating your ancestors. As if it wasn't destroying the story that is your history. As if it didn't put your ancestors on the front line. As if it didn't lie about the things that your family did for this country. As if it didn't try to keep your family from getting their just due. See, I got my paperwork. So my father got put on the front line in Vietnam, when they violated my grandfather in Korean War, when they violated my other grandfather in motherfucking World War II, when they violated my great-great-uncle when he saved people in New York City in 1918 and refused to put them in the newspaper, my family had to keep all the clippings. First black motorcycle cop in New York. They didn't want to put my grandfather up there. They didn't want to put my other grandfather, one of the first black sheriffs in New York. See, my black Sambo family been in America. It ain't nothing to show my stuff. A lot of you, unfortunately, don't give me my shit. I'm trying to be cool. Willie, somebody jumping up trying to be cool. And to see Willie just a damn crash out with you, I was about to full blown. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna slow down.
Nah, we was going with no commercials. Yeah, this the unedited version. They don't want no edit. No edit.
Let's be clear. I don't throw up the foundational black American. That sounds crazy. Like, I'm a black person in America who was here during the foundation years. America during this foundation, you can even call me a person. Fuck, I look like screaming foundational America. A foundational America can suck my dick. Straight, what are you talk? What is you talking about? We was doing for us. There was only some of us that was able to get into the conversation and say, yo, let's do for everybody. But no, we had to do for us. I'm for us. Scholastically speaking. Meet me there. We do it in America because it benefits us because we're here. America don't want to do nothing for black folks. It has been on paper. Ain't no reason black people still experiencing unmatched racism in 2025. Willie keeps talking about it. AI, we all know the biasness programmed by white Americans for black Americans in America. What are we talking about? Come on, what are we talking about? I do not really care about these conversations that mean nothing in the real world of black empowerment. The real conversation is how are we dealing with white people who do not want to see black people in power, who do not want to support reparations. There's not millions of Jamaicans who have an issue with reparations. There's millions of white people who have an issue with reparations. But instead of Roland Martin calling a spade out, he's up there eating chicken and tap dancing with Hillary Clinton. Instead of Umar Johnson bringing up reparations and black empowerment and pushing the movement forward, he's up there focused on chicken and livers and dumb shit. So it looked crazy. Chris Hill Motors in the building, y'all.
Yo, Q, man, you a boss now, man. You can't be doing that, brother. Leave that shit to us.
Doing what? I've always been a boss, bro. I've been incorporated since shit. I still, come on, Chris. I don't
man, you a boss, bro. You a boss now, bro. Leave that shit to us, man. Let us do all the shit talking.
Nah, this still here, baby. The reason why you focus on, for me, being an entrepreneur and certain stuff is because you don't want to have to not be able to say what you say.
Man, you're on a different level, brother. For real. You're on a different level, and you know it, man.
That's why I'm just treading lightly in the time, bro. I want to see the whole community. Yo, bro, if Roland Martin and Umar Johnson remove the niggerdom, the Pan-African niggerdom, you know how powerful them two brothers could be? Speaking straight business, bro. Straight business. You know how much we could do? You know what I could do with Roland Martin's platform? With this little platform, we have more engineers, black engineers on our little team than most people. Most schools.
Yeah. But you about to get all that, my brother. In 5 years, man, you about to be the goddamn done data.
You his manager, Chris?
Yeah, for the crash outs. So yeah, I managed the crash outs.
You made the vice president of crash out already.
Yeah.
Metal throwing the playbook on the court right now. Q, I went over the damn playbook. He's throwing this shit at the court right now. The referee giving him a tech. Chris running on court. Q, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, Dev holding me down. Dev, no, I'm the vice president of crash outs. He like, oh, how you get that spot?
Hey, you got it then, Willie. Yeah, hey,
I see the clipboard, Metal. I'm looking at you pointing at the clipboard. He's pointing at the clipboard to run the play. I'm running the play.
You know what was crazy about what you said though, Chris, which is real. Like not praying on nobody downfall, but 5-6 years, a lot of these dudes gonna be gone. Like, if not actually gone, just old enough where they not a factor no more. Right? It's a new generation coming. They want to see, they want to hear different things. And these dudes are having less and less appeal over the ear of the community. You know what I mean? So to that point, we keep building the brother up. 5 years, we're going to be rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? And a lot of them going to be out the way. So now what's the plan on how we going to utilize our newfound spot? Because we're going to get that spot. We really already got that spot low key, but
yeah, this ain't got nothing to do. This is purely the conversation on Pan-Africanism as a collective, as a movement, and just having a conversation on how we can move forward.
This is what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Like, I'm non-stop. I haven't been live. I've been working on curriculum every single day. Working, I like literally, as soon as I'm saying this right now, I'm picturing what I got to type right now. You know what I'm saying? Non-stop. Yeah, literally non-stop. Working on a robot in the room. You know what I'm saying? My interns. I got an intern meeting with 5. I got freaking 6 Asian interns from this one program because we tell everybody about robots and stuff. Work like remote. I'm non-stop working, bro. Like there's non-stop. There's like no cap. Non-stop working. If you want to get involved, we need help. You want to work on a curriculum. You want to help us with the like piecing together this like GA and brother Dot yesterday and we came up with a crazy new way to organize our STEM curriculum, and so we man hype about that. And we moving like literally.
Salute to my man Dot. That's my
You know what I
guy.
mean? So it's a work though. You know what I'm saying? So like it is a work. So but I didn't do this. The reality is all of that counts together. You know what I mean? The conversation's happening, and it's how we involved in the convo. I ain't go on TikTok to do the convo.
Yeah, that's where Dev got to use me more. Like, all jokes aside, like, you keep working on the school, we'll take care of the social media portion. All jokes aside, Dev, like, we can make some things crack. You know what I mean? Like,
Q, give Willie the keys, man.
we
Yeah,
got,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
I'm coming in with Dev. Long Dev
Uh,
just got to buzz me in. But I'm saying, like, we got enough people that contribute over here on a regular basis that have been building their own voices, that now we could actually make this an actual network. Shows, right?
You're gonna
Tech
get Logic
Tuesdays with True
check.
Historian. Dig what
Oh,
I'm
now we
saying?
with it. So we got to figure out the debate schedule, so we know when it's not debate time. Y'all over here.
Hmm. And that's the network. Like, we've been working together. You know what I mean?
We been with
Debate League, been shouting out Zyax every chance they get. You should have heard your man Taz on the stream earlier. But the one thing he doesn't know is there is brothers like my brother Q Butter in the Zyax Institute, who is gaining accreditations in. I was like, go ahead and cook them niggas, man. We got the resources. It's just now we really got to start putting pride aside and holding it to ourselves to be like, all right, let's really capitalize on what we already have going. Like, we got everything. It's like, yo, even with the social media presence that we have, and when I say we, I'm a part of what y'all doing, right? That it's kind of like the black community argument. Like, how do you take it to the next level? Like, we got the pieces. We just
we
gotta
got
put
the
it
piece.
together.
see Ty. See Ty. Now, if you cutting on hairlines, you could be in the family if you're gonna joke on my hairline, but you gotta hit the panel now, son. Because I can go down the line of what foundational Black American hairlines look like. You know what I'm saying? We can go down the hairline game, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can go down there and go. We can play the game. So,
Yeah,
but
he
you gotta
gotta
hit.
pop out. Everybody don't get the snap on Q dreads, bro. Everybody
You
don't get that.
know what I'm saying? So I know. See, Ty. I know you're probably a Project Water FDA. I can smell the Project Water coming off of the way you write, and so you probably have 4 generations in one apartment. So I get it. Your grandmother's like 60. Great grandmother's maybe like maybe 75. You know what I'm saying?
He
I
out
get
here
it.
getting the Dominican taper. That's
Yeah, you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? You got all lived in the same
That's
apartment
crazy.
complex in whatever part of the South. You know what I'm saying? Like literally like that. The school should be free for FBA students. Are you willing to teach? Are you willing to teach for free?
Man, public school not even free.
Are you willing to teach for free? Now, if you can't afford it, we work with you, but that means you got to volunteer. You a parent and you can't afford the tuition. Oh yeah, you got to volunteer. Yeah, that's got to be yeah. Got the match. But what we offer in terms of curriculum, the language of free is not going to be associated with what we have going on. And right now, we're in the process.
See, Dev, all jokes aside, this is why we gotta work together, because I know you know about the level of hate watching that goes on, right? We gotta capitalize off that to get our numbers up. You know what I mean? Isolate them, put them in the box one at a time. Let them crash out. Yeah, you want to be over here? You want to talk to black folk? All right, talk to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man,
Talk
come
to
click,
Dev.
click the link though, man, because I don't like talking to one person and highlighting you. And I don't have to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like
See, but
everybody over my
see, but
background.
Q, we
You
know Q, he not gonna
wanna-
click the link, right? So it's not really about him. This the trick, cause it even worked on me. Like, I was out here doing it. You know what I mean? You pull the right people over on this side that wanna argue with everything we have to say, right? With Pan-Africanism, whether it's the FBA, with reparations, whether it's a white folk, whoever. Pull them over here one by one, dismantle them, right? Then more of them are gonna want to come over here and jump out the window. They're gonna be fiending to hit the link.
Hold on, real quick. Ahmed said he can teach. Now we about to go into the world of building. What skill sets do you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, click the link, bro. Like, that's black empowerment, bro. Like, straight like that. Like I know you. Like, I could talk my super New York shit, but I'm in the location right now. We got a location in North Carolina. We're working on a space in Texas. We're legally registered in 12 states right now. Black Power. You know what I'm saying?
Like power.
We focused on filing and making sure everything's registered. Private institute. And then it's steps to it. We're working to get into that pro-choice situation. You know, I mean, a school choice situation, and they're pushing the threshold. I'll come up with a curriculum. Nah, I don't need to know curriculum. I need to know what's happening. Like I'm a businessman, so like in the institute, I'm involved in every single course in the program right now. Like I need to make sure everything is aligned with it. I have my own published. Well, I'm waiting for the peer review to be finished, but approach, you know, combining structured literacy with STEM, structured literacy with African-centered content, and across the board, you know, structured literacy approach, STEM, you know, focus, and so on and so forth. So everything got to be fine-tuned. That's what we got right now. Fine, super tuned. And there's no like we going after being accredited with one of the biggest accrediting agencies in the country. You know what I'm saying? Like geez, this isn't no random, you know, YouTube black
Test
YouTube
your
content.
product. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's your product. Like I said, it's official, straight like that. Like there's no lies about being official. You know what I mean? Like it's straight like that. And that's one of the issues in the community, because you got a lot of people that are doctors who are wasting time not doing official ish.
Yeah.
You a whole doctor and you got 40 videos arguing about FDA. I'm doing this to meet black folks and just drift off to whatever conversation to find dope black people who are powerful enough to actually contribute to the conversation. Like that's what we do. We just grift. I'm telling you up front, I'm grifting just to find dope black people. More than likely. Just telling you up front. So metal, that's why that's why I gotta jump out the window with certain titles and shit. Like, look, we gotta get into the combo, son. You gotta get provocative, son. Like y'all lucky I ain't gonna do the other y'all go. I'll go super crash out this week. Like on an upload. Fuck it, we doing 5 uploads and crash outs. Let's get it. It is what it is. The Department of State doesn't care about these crash outs with these YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the state board doesn't care about my conversations about Umar. You know what I'm saying? Like the IRS does not even. They have more issues with Umar Johnson than I have with me and Umar Johnson. What are we talking about? This is hilarious. They need nothing to chase.
Hey, yo, Bobby, I'm trying to Byron Allen this thing, man. Like,
salute everybody.
you gonna work with me on Comedy Thursdays?
Oh shit!
What up? How my mic sounds? Salute everybody. What up, Q, buddy?
That mic loud as hell.
Are you willing to commit to work with me on Comedy Thursdays, man? Like, we gotta put something out.
Nigga, you not funny, nigga. You not funny.
Hold on, I'm not talking to you. I know I'm not
So
funny.
what, nigga?
That's why I was talking to a nigga that's more funny than you. So if we talk
Bobby
about,
not funny neither, nigga.
You have your day, right? Democratic
discussions.
Democratic discussions with Domo
is funny. You niggas is funny looking, nigga.
Domo, can you just worry about your Tuesday? Looking, Democratic discussions with Domo is on Tuesday.
Your favorite Democrat lost today, Domo?
Just worry about your day, please.
I ain't got no favorite Democrat.
Why you coming up here attacking me, brother? I just got on the panel. Salute to you, Domo. Damn. Brother can't even get a compliment, man, without it being one hater, man. This nigga Domo.
Put our egos down,
hey, man, this nigga Domo get. Hold on, Domo get compliments about your debating skills all the time, nigga.
Your
like
show is every Tuesday at 8.
Great debater, man. Nigga, one nigga say I'm funny, nigga. Yeah, no, fuck that. Bobby
I ain't
ain't
even
funny.
gonna put the Democratic smut on your name.
Hey, you ain't
Hold on, Bobby.
doing nothing
Hold on,
right if you
Bobby.
ain't got
Let it
no hater,
happen.
nigga. I'm trying to help
It's
you.
gonna be
I'm
No,
trying
that
to
is
bust
true,
you
no
up.
more.
discussions
That is true,
with
no more. I
hold
appreciate
on. It's
it.
gonna be
I didn't look
diplomacy
at it like that. I
discussions with
appreciate it.
Domo every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Right?
I'm
We're
not
gonna get a
having no
whole lineup
democratic
in.
discussions, niggas.
No, diplomacy discussions with Domo. See, that lets you play either side. You could be independent,
The
whatever you
plum,
want to
all
be.
right, little alliteration. I see you, nigga.
All right, then. So relax. Right? Let's
Yeah,
project manage
relax.
this thing. I'm in the background, brother. I know I'm not funny. You ain't gotta come
Nah, you
crash
talk
out
too
on
much
me.
to be in. You talk too
That's
much
why
to
I'm
say you
going
in
to
the
brother
background.
Bobby. So Bobby's the funny nigga. We need him for Comedy Thursdays. Him and GQ. That's something people will look forward to every week.
Nigga, when did you become the program director, nigga?
I'm trying to step up, brother.
Yeah, and I almost feel like it's a slight diss because the way you said I'm a funny nigga, I don't really know what you mean by that, brother.
Pause.
I'm gonna have to holler at you, my
Hey, yo,
nigga.
Bobby, don't let him
Yeah,
pop
what you
you
mean,
in.
like funny
You was
high,
with
nigga?
me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see?
You feel me though? You feel me though? I don't know. This nigga trying to shoot shots or what? What you mean? Like I'm a clown, nigga? I'm here to amuse you, nigga?
You see it? You see it, Dev? Can you see my vision?
I thought my boy Chris was up here, man. Hey, salute, cute brother.
Me and Dev gonna reach out to you niggas, man. Just be ready.
Almost ready. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna grease it up for us, and then we're gonna put the robotic arm on it. It's almost ready, baby.
What's the weight on that? What's the weight? 8
I don't
pounds?
know. I just threw a bunch of it
That's
might be
more
a
than
little bit.
8 pounds. That's more than 8 pounds.
Might be like 35, 40.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of work. You got a lot of cords, metal.
Nerd life all the time.
Please.
But yeah, the failure of these Pan Africans. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta call a space, man. I'm sorry. I've been watching mad basketball and
See?
car videos, bro.
Y'all
I'm
see?
sorry, son. Basketball, car videos, and boxing videos. You gotta call niggas out, bro. Your car ain't that fast, B. Beat me on the line. So what you want to
Now
start
he
at?
on the van with me. You see?
Want to start off 40, son. Basketball, 1-on-1 is 1v1 era right now. There's no, it's straight, fuck your team. It's 1v1, line up. Straight like that. We're going to pay a ref, we're going to one up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the era we in right now, son. And the Pan-African community gets away with, no, we gotta hide in the corner and do some interviews. You got the Boule stuff. I didn't understand the Boule conversation, and that's why they don't really rock with me, because they really be on some like, I'd rather you wear a suit and a dashiki, and you know what I mean, like say black power. You know what I mean? You gotta dance with with white folks and Asian with white folks and like Asian Democrat like dance on cheese. Hillary Clinton dance on cheese.
You gotta trust it though. Let it happen. See, I bring you to the spot. All you gotta do is do the Cupid shuffle. Talk to a couple people. Now we got wild investors. But now you want to crash out on the boulets because of how they wear their bow tie and all of that. Yo, Q, man. Trust your
Nah,
advisors.
bro, like niggas cannot ideologically align with boule niggas, bro. It don't like it. It's not a question of difference of opinion, bro. Like niggas philosophies are fundamentally in conflict.
So you don't align yourself with the HBCUs at all?
Boule is not HBCU, bro. Like the fact you're trying to equate that is ridiculous. That like
You would.
A
So
lot
what do
of
you?
bootleg come up out of HBCU though.
Thank you.
That's a
But
fact.
before we
that.
go there,
But whether or not, listen,
we
and
gonna
a
take it
lot of
slow,
niggas come out
boss.
of boule, come out of the HBCU. A lot of
Listen,
like
man.
what are we saying?
Yo,
Like
Domo,
I
yeah,
would
we
say the
going
power. I would say,
Yo, Domo.
hold on, real quick, Walter. I would say the power structure at most HBCUs, especially if you're looking at like the fraternal orders. You know what I mean? You could say it's kind of you can say all of that is kind of
Divine
bootleg.
9, Talented 10.
nah. I just feel like it's just easier for niggas to say that. It's not. I mean, one I say. Unfortunately, I didn't go to a HBCU, so I can't speak for
I'm using, hold on real quick, just so I can clarify for my sake, Domo, I don't mean to cut you. When I say boule, I'm just using it as a placeholder for Black Secret Society. No, just Black Secret Society.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
We know that secret societies exist in Ivy League institutions like Harvard and Princeton and things like that. So I'm just making the
Bobby, the only thing I would add,
parallel with the.
only thing I would add is I would add Black classism to that as well, right? The secret society.
That's what the secret society is. It's a class structure.
Nah, because the classism can be its own force outside of those secret societies. They
Classism
got their
can't be
own.
no classism can't be enforced for nobody but black niggas. You a trip.
Wait, you said what?
Niggas, I said classism
No,
can't be enforced for nobody but practice.
Black people definitely have classism, especially within even if you talk about just within like certain Black family structures. Like I've definitely seen where it could be just, for example, 3 sisters and one sister go off and be quote unquote successful and what I mean, higher education and fraternal orders and all of that stuff, and her family will be she'll put her family in a different class from the rest of the family, which then causes separation.
And let's be honest, right? Like when we're talking Black boule, in a lot of cases, one of the main components is politics. So you get these dinners, these associations with a lot of people that are encompassed in different spaces, right? That in one way or another, you can attach them to the boule. And I use that as a spooky term. It's not, what people try to make it. A lot of times I feel like it's a term used to denigrate certain groups of Black people who just had their own way of thinking, right? So now because they're more independent, they're focused on deals that benefit them, they're working against the benefit of everyone else. Nah, sometimes it's just, y'all ain't see the play. Y'all ain't come with us.
Yo, Q or Dev, y'all might have to restart the YouTube. It's
The sound went out.
Nah, it's doing on like a long buffer, like it's just out. It's just loaded.
He was there. He just changed it.
I was wondering what happened.
Yeah, I don't see it working on my end yet.
Shout out to my nigga Chris. The only Black. My nigga Chris, the only Black man to.
That's how you know your manager.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that nigga Chris is the only Black MMA fighter to fight a indigenous kangaroo in a sanctioned match.
Hey, bro. Hey.
That nigga fought an Australian marsupial.
Shit out of animals, man.
You fought a marsupial, my brother. And you lost, but it was a good fight.
Nigga said he fought a marsupial.
Yo, that would be crazy.
All to the good. Hey, Wall Street. That nigga got knocked out by that kangaroo. And that kangaroo slid his ass in that pouch and hopped his ass back to the outback.
Should start flexing, man.
That nigga's
nigga bad news from my block.
All right.
What else on the agenda, man? I see